SGC here, and we're back with a first impression. You're the Worst. Season 1, Episode 1. You're the Worst is an American single-camera comedy series created by Stephen Falk for the FX network. Falk has previously worked on as a writer on Origins to New Black, Film Pigs, Weeds, and he's also produced on these series as well. The main cast is Geere, Aya Cash, Desmin Borges, and Kether Donohue. This series centers on Jimmy, a self-involved writer who finds himself falling in love with a self-destructive LA beauty named Gretchen. And basically the first episode talks about how they meet. Basically, it was an interesting setup, as in they met at Jimmy's ex-girlfriend's wedding, and they somewhat know of each other. Having only watched Louie from FX, the sex scenes totally surprised me here. It was, whoa. Didn't expect that, but I guess it sort of builds character as to how the vibe of the series will go. Again, I think I was not very keen on the premise, because I'd rather watch other stuff if it's just strictly about sleeping around, because, you know, How I Met Your Mother was alright, but I never was cool with those, let's sleep around everybody, yeah. But as the episode progressed, I enjoyed the character development between the two leads and the supporting cast, and I was like, okay, it's an interesting concept of they admit that they're the worst of the worst, and it's interesting how they get together, and it was an interesting watch to see how bad of a person they were, and the fact that they do hook up, it's gonna be like, whoa, an interesting series. And I think they set it up in a sense where it's beyond just being sleeping around, because it's addressing how they're just really horrible people to be around with. And I think that they get together, it's kind of like cute-ish, and they found each other sort of thing. And I do wonder where it's going to go with the entire series. So I will stick around and check it out and see how it goes. So yeah, it was alright, I would say, as a comedy somewhat, but it's more of a character study of people that are just bad and they get together, and then you see how they either, like, you know, build each other or break each other apart sort of thing. So I'm okay with that, because I always enjoy douchebags as protagonists, because they're always more fun to watch than normal people. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. If you have seen this first episode, leave me a comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And that is all for this first impression of You're the Worst, Season 1, Episode 1.